Greetings, loves. We've been talking about the soul in two of the past messages, and we're going at it again because God took some 9 months to deliver the first messages about the soul and the one that we're going to talk about today, meaning that God has a very heavy investment in our experiencing our soul. And you're going to hear why that investment occurs, because God lays it out in this latest verse that we're going to be speaking of why the soul is so important, why it's so important. You have to know it, you have to get it straight, you have to see it, because once you have seen your soul, then you know there's another being that's me. And when our human mind kicks in with all its aggravations and fears and aggressions, turning against ourselves or against others, you have to know there's another you. And God's concentrating on this to be able to make you aware as He sets you up to be able to not only be aware of it, to feel it, to see it. Just like I saw my soul got taken out of this world many times, and saw my soul and loved it, and saw that God loved it. I saw its peace. And so God is stressing, as part of healing, you must know your soul, and He's throwing every drop of support into this process, because God knows you're concerned about, if I'm going to let God take me away from my identity, if I'm going to let Him do that kind of a thing as a person, what am I going to get? Well, God rushes in with the feeling of God for your soul and what it is. And so here is this verse which came on March 17th in the year 2000, some 9 months, I believe, after 1199, no, 4 months, sorry, some 4 months after the last message that possibly you read. But listen now to God's magnificent statement to us, for us to know our soul. Now He says it in such a word that it seems as though I'm talking it. But what's happening is that God is having a portion of me say these things. I'm not thinking this, I'm receiving these messages. They're not me composing them, I'm receiving them. And so God takes different ways of getting me to know His presence. And here is God talking about my soul. It reminds, and it picks us up in the beginning immediately with the past message that you read. My soul in stately depth doth rest. Notice the beauty of this Elizabethan language. Notice it. My soul in stately depth doth rest, entwined with Thee. There's a part of me that knows I am entwined with God. My soul in stately depth, in its noblest position with God. My soul in stately depth doth rest, not bothering it, rests up. The eternal rest doth rest, entwined with Thee, entwined. Oh, I haven't got words. Give me a substitute for the word entwined. My soul is entwined with God and entwined with you. We're all entwined with each other. This isn't the human life that God's talking about. We're not entwined with each other unless we're beating each other's brains out. We are entwined with God, made one with God and with each other. My soul in stately depth doth rest, entwined with Thee, perfectly enamored, perfectly loved, perfectly loved. Oh, my Lord, my Lord. Want to pray that one? Lord, oh my Lord, Lord, what you're saying about my soul, what you're saying about my relationship with you, that this is the real me. Lord, I tremor at the thought of it. I vibrate with what this could be. Lord, it sounds so impossible. Lord, help me to feel this as you want me to feel it. Lord, let me feel this. Let me have this as you would want me to have it. Too much for me. My mind is so little, so small. But to think that I'm loved by you, Lord, help me to submit. Or if you believe that of course God wants to do it, Lord, I choose you to have me experience this, because of course He wants you to experience this love. This love, that it's complete. Nothing interferes with it. Nothing. It's complete. My soul in stately depth doth rest, entwined with thee, perfectly enamored. Next, my soul in full attraction. It's there for us. Your soul lies in full attraction, lies beneath, just waiting, awaiting the course of its return to full aware. That's what's happening. That's what's unfolding. This is what God is working on with you, for you to experience the real you, that soul being. And it's waiting there, simply awaiting the course of its return to full aware. Now, who runs the course? Your job in running the course for the awareness of the magnificent treasure that God created you as in the fullness of love is not done by you. The willingness for that to happen is required in order for the course to begin. But once the willingness is there, once you're sold on this, if you prayed, Lord, hey, do with me whatever you want, I like this, however you're going to pray it, God says, thank you, got it, and now begins the slow, gentle arise within your consciousness of your God being, your soul that is one with God, returning to you, bringing to this world God's understanding and direction and guidance and help for the healing of yourself and other people, of your families, as they begin to witness the change that goes on in ourselves as we become ourselves Christ beings or God beings, whatever tradition you are. Think in terms of your tradition, but you are now going to be an opportunity for God to enter into this world as you and bring the loving qualities that is God into this world in order to heal us. We move on. Now, God's lowering the boom. Naught but it, naught but the soul, naught but it in splendor reigns. Sorry, you might think you're splendorificus. You ain't. Naught but it in splendor reigns. You can't replace. You can't do a thing to it. Nothing. It's raining this very moment. Although you're thinking, oh, you think it's raining. I'm thinking independent. Even if you're thinking, your soul reigns. You can't knock it out. It's always there, and you're going to throw the sponge in on it. You're going to throw the sponge in on this life because God knows how to show you little tastes of that soul. Yeah, yeah, yeah. And you want more of it. Naught but it in splendor reigns, untouched by human thought or way. Can't touch it. Sorry. You'd like to change it? Sorry. God says, no. Go ahead. Have fun with it. Do whatever you think you want to do. Want to be somebody else? Go on and be it. Want a different soul? Lots of luck to you. You can't do anything. I made you perfectly. And if I let you do anything, all you do is make yourself less than what I've made you. And I don't want you a lesser being. I want you one with me because that's the ultimate joy. Da-da-da-da. On we go. Naught but it in splendor reigns, untouched by human thought or way. Now catch the next line. You ready for this? God takes a look at your present human mind. Catch the question. Wherest go thee now, meandering mind? I beg your pardon. Wherest go thee now, meandering mind? He knows a mind wandering away. Where you going to go? What you going to do? You got something better planned? How you doing? You like your present life after I guaranteed what you're going to get? Wherest go thee now, meandering mind? He'd say in a loving way. What wouldst thee find for replace? As though replace could be. Now, replace it not, canst thee, nor succor find, but that within my surrendered mind, no matter where I go, no matter what I do, can't replace it. There isn't anything to replace it. It's the perfect, perfect place. Well, let's stop for now at this point, but we're going to pick it up in the next version, the next segment that's coming.